Yo, what's up guys? This is going to be a quick video on how to set up indoor subs, indoor car subs. So all that you're going to need is, of course, your subwoofer, your amp, something to send the audio through, some speaker wire to hook up to the sub, and then a computer power supply. Now, most of them look like this, with all the wires hanging out, so I taped mine up a little bit. But all that you're going to need is the 12 volt and the ground wire, and those will just go right into here on the amp, the ground and the 12 volt. We'll talk about the remote in a second. If anybody knows anything about car audio amps, then this pretty much should be super simple to do. I do have these subs that I will hook up to later to demonstrate, but just so that I can do it out in the open, I'm going to be doing it on this cheap dual sub that's actually kind of blown halfway, but you'll be able to see that it's working and stuff. So first thing that you're going to do is find a good outlet, I guess. So I got an outlet right back there, and then you're going to need a screwdriver also. So I guess the first thing that I'm going to do is just hook up the speaker. So I'll go ahead and do that quick right now. Okay, so I have the sub all wired up. Definitely not how you're supposed to do it, but it will work just for this demonstration. And now we just gotta hook this into the amp. Which side is this on? So for this amp, it's just positive and negative, pick a side, whatever. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Do this one side. Figure out which. You can mess up and put positive and negative. It doesn't mix up on zero. Wire, all you're going to notice is that it's a lot lighter. Should be a lot lighter. So it seems to be check, you should got it. Alright, that's all done. Now, I guess we should hook up the... Go ahead and hook up the power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick off camera. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, or I might have mentioned it, but you got to make sure to strip these. Make sure to get all of them together. I didn't really do all of them because I didn't do all of them with the ground because the ground really doesn't heat up as much as the power will. But you don't want these wires to melt. If you just hook up one, there will be too much current going through just that one. It'll heat up and it could start a fire. You don't want to do that. This already looks sketchy enough just because I'm a teenager. I don't give a crap. I'm a little sloppier. But if I was doing this in my room, not out in the open, I was going to have this tucked away, I'd do this a lot nicer. So now we're going to figure out what this remote's for. I have just some cheap 14 gauge wire, and basically what the remote wire will do is inside your car you'll have it hooked up to your radio, and that will, whenever you turn on your radio, it will power this amp on. That way it doesn't draw your battery when you're not running the car. So all that you're going to want to do is just hook this into there. We just need 12 volts to turn it on. So I'm going to use two hands, but you'll see the final product in a second. Okay, now I have the remote wire hooked into the 12 volt, as you can see, this red wire, and now we're just going to hook this side right into the remote inlet right here. So I'll go and do that. Okay, now this is what it looks like once you have everything set up. I know it's really dusty, but didn't really plan on cleaning up any of this stuff. So next thing, just gonna hook this up into the wall. This is just the computer power supply cord. Now I'm just gonna hook this in here. Alright, the light's on. Though you can't tell, the fan's running. And if we go over here, kind of hard to see on camera, but the green power light is on and the red protect light is off. Next thing that we're going to do is right and left inputs. And then we have power, we should. Alright, let me go ahead and hook this up to my TV and we'll jam out. Okay, I got some crappy music, whatever is loading on the TV. And Peaches, you're going to be in for quite a surprise once you see this thing start moving. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hit play and we can show that it's working. I guess my cat really isn't that scared of it, but it's not that loud because I don't have it inside of a box. But okay, now I got everything tucked away nice and neat. Not exactly the safest way it could be, but I've been doing it like this for a while and it hasn't ever caused any problems. Just unplug the thing whenever I'm not using it. So I got them hooked up to the 12s here. Go ahead and make sure the amp is gains halfway. Alright, and let's go ahead and hit it, I guess. Better run, Peaches. These subs actually like to move. Oh, come on, you crappy song. Now, this power supply is super cheap. I just pulled it out of an old crappy Dell computer that we had. This power supply would probably go for about maybe 12 bucks on eBay. Really, really cheap. So if this thing can rattle my whole house and you can hear it down the block, I'm pretty sure if you get a pretty nice power supply, these subs would not be too half bad. They wouldn't be half bad at all. But they give me a headache after a while, so I don't listen. I don't ever use them. They're just in here. But yep, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I had been curious to try this out, and there was never really any good videos on how to do it. So I hope this is somewhat detailed on how to do it right. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment them below. I may do a follow-up video if I must. Just made this video really quick, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do recommend trying this. I had been thinking about doing it for a while, never really got around to doing it, till just recently I decided to go ahead and do it, and I'm glad that I did. So, see you guys later.